Here's to this giving me superpowers.
Well, not enough salt.
Okay, so I am just preparing some fruits and vegetables here. I'm washing some grapes and strawberries in cold water and vinegar and placing them in containers, because if you put fruit in containers in my house, it gets eaten a little bit better than if you don't. So I usually cut up the strawberries for my son, and then my husband eats the grapes. All right, so after I get all of those put together, I am cutting up some oranges for myself. I'm going to be taking these for breakfast in the morning to work. This is like a little refreshing breakfast. I wanted it to be grapefruit, but they gave me the wrong thing. And then I'm just taking the carrots out of the bag so that they have that. Sometimes it's a little moist in that bag, and I don't like that. So I'm just taking them out of the bag and putting them in a container. All right, here I'm cutting up some Brussels sprouts that I'm going to roast in the oven with salt and pepper and olive oil. And that's it. Once they roast for about 25 minutes, I'm going to take them out of the oven and put the balsamic glaze on them and put them back in the oven. Kind of trying to make them like the roasted Brussels sprouts at Red Lobster. So you'll see me season them up, and then after this, I just place them in the oven so that they can roast before I add the glaze. All right, here I'm cutting up some fresh turnips. I'm going to slice those and also roast them in the oven for about 25-30 minutes until they are soft. And I end up adding them to one of my meals for the week, which is a mixture of chicken breast, turkey andouille sausage, some corn, some broccoli, and of course the turnips. But I want to roast the turnips first in the oven, just using olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then once those come out, I'll mix them with the other things. Okay, now I'm just cutting some corn off of the cob. Fresh corn is so amazing when you cut it off the cob. And I'm going to fry that up in a skillet with just some butter and some salt. I know some people do often add milk, but I am not adding any milk. This corn was very moist, and I just didn't really feel like I needed to add any milk to it. All right, now I'm just cleaning and roasting some broccoli. I'm adding olive oil, salt, and pepper and letting that roast in the oven as well. That's kind of my standard, olive oil, salt, and pepper. And I left some of the broccoli raw for snacking, and I'm just going to put that in the fridge. All right, there's that turkey andouille sausage. I'm actually putting that in a skillet with a little olive oil, and I'm going to brown that up. And once it's brown, I'm going to actually cook the chicken breasts or chicken tenders that I'm preparing in the oil that has been flavored by that turkey andouille sausage. And of course, I'm going to add some olive oil to that so that it browns well. And there it is. Now in that same skillet, I'm going to end up putting this chicken that I'm preparing. I'm just kind of cutting that tenderloin piece out. And then I'm going to season my chicken with some Cajun seasoning, some salt, pepper, garlic, and onion powder, and of course some extra virgin olive oil. And I'm using the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning, and it is actually the hot blend, and that's some salt-free Tony's. And of course, onion and garlic powder and pepper. And this is what it looks like after I combine the turkey andouille sausage and the chicken breast. And now I'm actually making some boneless, skinless chicken thighs with salt, pepper, onion and garlic powder, and olive oil. And I season it also with a little bit of paprika. I'm going to season on both sides. And I'm actually cooking this for my Sunday dinner. And I'm going to actually off camera add some barbecue sauce to that mixture and roast it in the oven for about 45 minutes. It came out super tender and super delicious. And there's the finished product. Oh my goodness, my husband loved it so much. It was super, super tasty. I used the G. Hughes barbecue sauce. And now I'm adding the glaze to the Brussels sprouts. And I am just, once they cook, I let them cook in the glaze for about 10 minutes. And once they cook, they're all done. And there are those roasted turnips, and I'm adding it to that chicken and andouille sausage mixture. Then I added corn and broccoli, and there that is. And that is the corn frying up with about a half a stick of butter. And what's better than butter? I also cooked some turkey breakfast sausage for my husband so that he can have some turkey breakfast sausage for breakfast. And there's the fried corn. And I cooked some shell pasta for my son because he likes shell pasta. There's that barbecued chicken, the chicken thighs, some roasted broccoli, and the Brussels sprouts. And I got my kitchen just about clean. I had a load in the dishwasher and I cleaned the counters and everything, but there were a few dishes left in the sink. I was just waiting for the dishwasher to finish. So that is it. That's my Sunday meal prep. Thank you for watching and please subscribe for more. Have a great one.